If I make an agreement with the Lord, myself, and somebody else, it is so important that I keep it. When you look at a hammer and a saw, if I only have all these wrenches and screwdrivers over here, I'm not going to get a whole lot done. It's really important, but these two are huge tools. The first being choosing goodwill. I want you to sit down right now and decide something. Decide if the person you are living with, or the person that's closest into your life that causes you difficulty, choose right now whether or not they're human like you are and they're making mistakes, or if they're really cruel and evil and you need to get away. Decide right now. If you need to get away, we have another discussion for you. If they are just human like you are and do dumb, silly stuff and, whatever, then you decide right now to choose to give them goodwill. What does that mean? Number one, you don't keep deciding back and forth. Am I leaving? Am I staying? Am I going? Am I staying? You choose to stay. You choose to stay in goodwill. Now, goodwill means this. If something's going on with this person, with your spouse, and you understand it and see it, it is not your place to tell them about it. You aren't God. There is a God. You are not him. Now, and you are going to choose to step out of the way of God and him dealing with it, or God and her dealing with it. Okay? It isn't about being naggy and contentious and a mom trying to make sure they're not doing whatever, or a dad saying, how much money did you spend on groceries? It's saying, here's the issue. I feel blank when you blank. Okay? We'll talk more about that in a minute. And then get out of the way of God. God is just as much in their life as he is in yours. Don't get in the way of God. When I'm nagging and controlling and being parental, I'm creating a rebelliousness in my spouse. When I get out of the way and say, you know what? I remember I used to do this to Scotty all the time. It was great. Say, I really believe in you and the Lord. I know you love him. I know you want to do what's right. That's between you and the Lord. Scotty, when he'd go out on a date, I used to say it all the time. Scotty's my son. Yeah, Scotty, my son. I used to say, Scotty. I know, really, Scott is Scott. Scotty is Scotty. So I used to say to Scotty, Scotty, you're going out with this young woman. You have grown up in the Lord. You know what it is to be a man of God. I really believe in your walk with the Lord. He'd be like, oh, because he knew it too. I didn't need to sit there and lecture him on. He knew that. I gave him goodwill, and I got out of the way of him and God. Now, I wanted to go check and see what he's doing. I wanted to, all these things. I didn't do it because I left it up to God. Choose today to give your spouse goodwill. And when this is over, you need to tell your spouse, I choose to give you goodwill. And then when he does something goofy, feeds them Fruit Loops for dinner, whatever, you're going to choose to give goodwill. That doesn't mean you ignore things. You don't go back and say, hey, honey, would you mind not doing the Fruit Loop thing? Or ask me first, because, I kind of monitor how much sugar they have in a day or whatever. See, you can do it in a way that you choose to give your spouse goodwill. And you decide that right now. Right now. And then you live from that place. Uh-huh.
Something that I think of that is when you take a pause and step back, you used to be critical or whatever in that moment, but you still want to and feel all those things. So maybe you didn't do it, but you still feel it all. And I think that's an opportunity to go with the Lord about yourself.
Absolutely.
That's saying something about you, and there's something you need to deal with in your critical spirit. That's my.
Absolutely.
Because I can do it, hold my tongue.
Right.
But I'm not always good about feeling my heart behind it.
Yes. And your heart, in choosing goodwill is a heart issue. So it means that if this is really bugging me, I got to go clean that all up and look at it first. I'm not going to just go vomit it on him. The crack up is, you know what? You go to the bathroom and pray, and when you come back out, things have so changed over there with him and the Lord. It's amazing. I mean, the Holy Spirit's got this. It really does. Didn't need me at all. Okay? So it's really about choosing to give relational goodwill. It's not stuffing it, it's not saying it. It's you deal with what's going on with you so you're not throwing it up on them. Okay? Okay, so